Well then, it's not been a bad week for Newcastle, has it? Good week, very, very good week. Today's video is going to be a recap of what's happened this week with Newcastle United, news that came out, and obviously, as you can probably say, lads, there was no game or video for the Burnley match. I was at Minfest. It was insane. First time I didn't watch a Newcastle game since 2016, which is quite crazy when you think of it like that. But we got the win. It's all that matters. Had a good time in Leeds, and we're back for the last 3 games of the season. This video, speaking about everything in the Burnley game in full detail, what's going to happen with Newcastle in the next 3 games, results around us. You can see on the thumbnail. Big video today. Make sure to leave a like, boys, subscribe to the channel, and let's get into it now. So then, when I was at the festival, luckily I had service, so I was sat there bouncing about, and then all the goals were coming in the first half. I literally got into the festival, I think it was about 10-3, just before the game kicked off, which was sound by me. Newcastle United got a massive 3 points, and I thought we would win that game, but not as comfortable as what it was from what I've obviously seen. Obviously, I had to see the highlights when I got home, but it was an unreal match for the two. We played really well, and another doubling performance. 4 goals yet again. Newcastle United are scoring so many goals this season. We've scored 78 goals, 4th best in the league. Yes, 4th best in the league, which is class. Conceding 56. It's not been too bad. Sitting 6th in the league now, and as we all know from what happened last night, Crystal Palace absolutely destroyed Manchester United 4-0. So, looking at the league table, Newcastle are pushing to Spurs. Spurs have got Sheffield United and Burnley and could relegate Burnley. And I think if they don't win one of them games and they've got Man City to play as well, then Aston Villa will get Champions League football. 4 points. Newcastle United look on fire at the minute. Obviously, since the international break, we've only lost to Crystal Palace, and the form that they've been in doesn't look too bad of a result now. Where you look at all the other teams, Chelsea are in good form, to be fair. Yes, they did lose to Man City and Arsenal as of late, but apart from that, they have been on really good form in the league since February time. They've been on good form, only losing to City, which was in the FA Cup, and then Arsenal 5-0. They're going to be the team that we probably don't have to focus on now, but 54 points for Chelsea, 54 points for Man United. All of them have got 3 games remaining, obviously, and we obviously play Manchester United a week tomorrow, so we're a week when recording this, but Newcastle United, it's in our hands. 2 points going into the last couple of games. It's massive for Newcastle United to pick up these wins, because this is the make or break. And I said it in last week's video, if Newcastle don't get Europe, it's not down to not beating Brighton, not beating Man United, not beating Brentford. It's the course of the whole season. I think it's the results against like your Bournemouth, your Evertons and your Lutons. They're the games that we had to win and we didn't, and that's what's going to cost to it if we do bottle it towards the end. But on a absolute positive, Callum Wilson scored again, and then apparently could be injured. I don't know if that is true. I don't know if that's just bollocks on Twitter, but he scored again. Joe Linton, Nick Pope and Al Mormons back. Obviously Al Mormons not too big of a player at the squad at the minute, but obviously Nick Pope's back. Will we see Nick Pope play again this season? It's a tricky one. I don't know if any I will bring him in. Maybe he's for Brentford last game of the season if Newcastle have clinched European football, but if it's still all to play for, I think he will play Dubravka, considering Dubravka's played every game for Newcastle apart from one since December, so I think he will stick with that. But the big one for me, my favourite Newcastle United player, Joe Linton, is back, and he gives you so much. Newcastle actually changed formation and played a 4-4-2, 2 in the midfield, and we went forward a bit, which was nice to see. Obviously Isaac up there with Wilson, and you had Murphy and Gordon, and you had Livramento Hall going up, and Longstaff scored again, 7 goals this season. Bruno scored again from midfield. Now having Joe Linton back for these last 3 games, it's absolutely massive. Absolutely massive. Newcastle United have got a real test to push for Europe now, and even if it is conference, even if it's a normal Europa League, I think just the Europa League could be massive for Newcastle, a competition we could really go far in, but it's all in our hands, and we can't bottle it now because we'll get the piss taken out of and we all know that. But Man United at the minute, let's briefly speak about them. Obviously, as I've said in last week's video, we can't focus on our team's results, and obviously if Man United beat Palace last night, we go down to 7th. It does us a favour. Newcastle will only get European football if we win football matches, not if other teams lose their games, because that's how you get it. You get higher up in the league by you winning the games, not by other teams losing. So for me, I don't think there's any point looking at Man United's results, Chelsea's results. I know we all will, and we all want them to get beat, but I think Newcastle United have just got to focus on what we're doing and tunnel vision it. We've got 3 games left, nearly the end of the season, and there's some part of the season where we looked like we were ready for the summer, ready to chill out and ready just to pack our bags and go away, but we've put the foot down now, and if we can end the season well and the players going into the Euros like Anthony Gordon and some other players in the Newcastle squad, could be massive. Obviously injuries as well, centre halves going to the game versus Man United. If Man United don't get any of their centre halves fit, the only 2 centre halves fit in the whole squads for Newcastle and Man United is Johnny Evans and Dan Burn, and that's saying something. Injuries will be mad, but Fabian Shaw out, obviously Botman out, Jamal Lascelles out. Newcastle United have got Dan Burn and said, he looked so much better as well from the highlights that I've seen from the Burnley game. He looked really good. Newcastle looked really good, and we've got a massive opportunity for this week. But obviously I thought there's been no video, lads, obviously since last week, and I thought obviously I had to come and speak about the Burnley game. It was a great result. I had a really good weekend. I seen a couple of lads as well who recognise us at Minfest. If any of you are ravers and like fucking bouncy beats, yeah, lethal, absolutely lethal. It was. So I post some stories on my Instagram and stuff, so you would have seen them if you do follow us on there. But massive result for Newcastle against Burnley. Results went our way. It's in our hands now. Brighton, Man United and Brentford. Can Newcastle United get Europe? That's the end of the video, boys. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll see you all in the next one, boys. How are the lads? Newcastle!